How's it going, my people? Um, that's the best I can come up with. Okay, I'm not sure about the intro or whatever. Intro coming soon. I actually made one, but I didn't put it in yet. Anyway, first off, welcome to part two of This What If. I need you guys to watch them all the way through, please. I beg you, because I need my view time to go up. I really enjoyed it if it went up. The view time of part one was around 4 minutes or so. That's actually quite a bit better than some of the other ones, because I have a video where it's like, this is a really old video of when my microphone was terrible, just garbage. From, well, it had like a 1 minute watch time. That was the average duration of everybody watching it. I need to bring them things up. And also, only around like 23% of you guys are subscribed. If you're watching it, just press the subscribe button. It doesn't hurt you at all. I really appreciate it. It really helps me. Thank you if you do. If you don't, I'm sorry I couldn't convince you. Anyway, let's begin. First, like, comment, and subscribe. Normal things I say. And if you want to argue about anything at all, put it inside the comment section. Because I am willing to argue about anything anime related, especially if it's Dragon Ball Z or One Piece, maybe even Naruto. Kind of Bleach too, but I'm not. My Bleach chops aren't up there yet. So let's begin. We start this with off shortly after Vegeta's transmission. Everybody's in shock, especially Piccolo. Well, he's scared. He's also thinking. He's trying to find a situation where they'll have a fighting chance. At this point, from what Raditz has told them, Vegeta, this random Saiyan, is around 3 times more powerful than Piccolo. And who he's bringing with him don't seem to be complete pushovers either. So, he needs to find a way to give them a fighting chance. In a year, he's not sure if he'll be able to make up the gap between him and Vegeta. However, that might not even totally be the case, because during this time, Vegeta's strength could have changed as well. Seeing as when Raditz left Vegeta, the last time he checked his power level, it had been around 6 months. Just because of how far away Earth is. So, he doesn't really have any information as to Vegeta's power level now. And as it is right now, with Vegeta getting nearly 2 years of Phantom training by the time he gets there, he could be quite a bit more powerful than the 30,000 he was originally told, along with the other Saiyans. So he needs to find a way to help them out in the situation. The first thing he does is immediately release Raditz. Raditz thanks him and says that he won't regret his decision. The other Z fighters are pretty skeptical about this one, because Raditz, he was just their enemy. He just tried to kill them. But Piccolo, he's really thinking about the bigger picture at this point. As it is right now, he's not going to be able to stand up against all of them. And the other Z fighters, they aren't really going to be of much help other than his human shields. So Piccolo's thinking pretty logically, instead of immediately dismissing Raditz because he's a bad guy or anything like that, or immediately accepting him in some foolish act of herodom. Piccolo's already weighed the pros and cons of the situation. And he chose to bet on Raditz. As is right now, Raditz is seen as a traitor and he'll probably be killed on sight. Raditz probably knows this in Piccolo's estimation. So, it'd be in his best interest to ally himself with them. Raditz is thinking about this too, realizing that if he were to wait for them to get here, there's a good chance that he'll be killed as well, because he didn't go out as a Saiyan warrior, and Vegeta's not much for betrayal or anything like that. So Raditz decides to bet on them too. Another reason that Piccolo chose to release Raditz and allow him to help them almost immediately is because of the same potential. Piccolo realizes that there's a good chance that what Goku was capable of, how his strength continuously growed and he wasn't able to keep up with Goku, was because Goku was a Saiyan. And it's better to have another Saiyan with them than another Saiyan against them. So, all on the lookout, they decide to immediately start their training. The rest of the Earthlings are confused for a little bit, with Tien actually able to grasp the situation the best, mere moments after Raditz and Piccolo, because Tien's always been a more strategic fighter. Gohan follows after him. Gohan at this point is around 2000. And Piccolo at this point is well aware of the potential of a hybrid Saiyan. So, he's going to try and give extra attention to Gohan. Because as is right now, the only people who will be able to catch up to Piccolo to the point where they might actually be able to intervene and help in this fight are Raditz, Gohan, and Tien. Because Tien is a training freak, and at this point he's already stronger than Krillin. Krillin at this point has a power level of 4,000. Tien is at 5,500 because Tien is a better martial artist than Krillin. He is technically the strongest human. I don't understand what people got that Krillin was the strongest human. Krillin is incredibly strong. He's the second strongest after Tien. Tien just he's always in the gym. He has to get those gains, guys. He has to get the gains. So a year passes with them starting their training at this moment. With them training largely as a group, seeing that is the best results for them. And during this time, Tien and Piccolo start quizzing Raditz on the way they fight. Hopefully they'll be able to get an advantage with their martial arts and knowing their fighting styles ahead of time. So, your training continues. This is when we cut over to Dr. Gero's lab. He slowly begins building his robot body. However, this task is drastically slowed down than what it would have been if Goku was not captured. Not saying as in the original, but I'm saying it as in if Goku had not been captured at this point, Gero would probably be nearly finished with his robot body, because Gero actually got to work quite a bit earlier than he would have originally. So, here sits Goku in his tank. Gero decides something. He was thinking about making Son Goku, taking him apart and basically filling him with cybernetic enhancements, but he thought of something quite a bit more interesting. Under the basement, this is just as Cell is getting started. The creature that would be known as Cell had only been alive for around 3 or 4 days. And Dr. Gero still treats this as his child. But he's a realist. He realizes that, as it is right now, it'll be quite an amount of time before Cell is actually able to be used effectively. So he's going to experiment on Goku, make himself the perfect warrior in Cell's stead. Once Dr. Zero actually gets over, starts examining Goku, he realizes something. Goku isn't really human. It's quite a bit strange to him. He concludes that Goku might be some kind of mutant or something like that, seeing as they have talking dogs walking around, and the Emperor or President or whoever that guy is a talking blue dog. He chalks it up as that. So, the relationship between Dr. Zero and this unconscious Goku, who's not conscious as that just implied, Dr. Zero felt disdain at first, but as he slowly begins reworking Goku, he starts treating Goku as another one of his masterpieces, second only to Cell. However, actually ahead of him at this point, because Cell is of no use at the moment. He begins rewriting Goku's DNA, and he sees that Goku curiously has the ability to get stronger after he's attacked and brought near the brink of death. Dr. Zero tries to isolate this to bring it to Cell, and he actually succeeds. So Cell ends up pretty much the same as in the original, with him able to become stronger after this. He actually tries improving on the gene inside Cell, but he realizes that's not the best idea at the moment. Sure, he's able to enhance the DNA itself to make his Zenkai boost even more powerful than they originally would be. But Cell is he's still in adolescence, incredibly weak at this point. So he tries it on Goku. He's quite cautious with this as well, because it wouldn't go over super well that the person he spent the last couple of years enhancing were to die from this DNA. But he takes the gamble anyway and injects Goku. Surprisingly, it works. Goku able to bond to him quite a bit easily. Dr. Zero realizes something. This enhanced version of the Zenkai boost is basically exclusive to Goku, because as it is right now, Cell's DNA is not close enough to Goku for him to withstand this isolated genome. During this time, Dr. Zero, over this year, slowly nurtures Goku, the occasional brainwashing, as well as slowly integrating some cybernetic enhancements inside of him. However, he keeps these to a minimum, seeing as he wants Goku to be almost entirely biological. Instead of putting a chip inside Goku's brain or a bomb inside his heart, he steadily spends time brainwashing Goku to make him the perfect tool for Zero. Zero goes to take a walk beside a tank. One of Goku's eyes open. They aren't the same carefree and friendly eyes that we all remember from the original series. They're quite a bit darker, and they have quite a bit of intent behind them. Anyway, that's the end of this part. Next part coming soon, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later. I can't come up with a third. Well, adios. Okay, there it is. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Watch all my videos. Please. Thank you. Goodbye.